Hello and welcome and I'm really glad that you've come to join me because it is so important to learn to relax. Relaxation is one of the really important ways that we can develop resilience in difficult circumstances. If you're new to relaxation, you may find it difficult to concentrate today. Please don't worry, thoughts do come in and out of people's minds as they're relaxing, but what's important is the intention you've brought with you today to come to learn this new skill. Like any new skill, like the piano, learning to cook, practice is really important. So I'd suggest that you have a go at a short relaxation session together or by yourself every day for a few minutes. So what are we going to learn today? First thing I think that's important is that we're going to learn how our body feels when it's stressed and how we can counteract that. So first of all, what sort of things does the body do when we're stressed? I think one of the things that we're all aware of is that shoulders tend to go up. Muscles around the neck and shoulders can feel very tense. They can almost feel like you've got a coat hanger stuck across your shoulders sometimes. We can clench our jaw without realising, and it's quite common to wake up in the morning with a feeling of stiffness down both sides of our face, where stress has been making us clench during the night. Hands can grip too hard. For example, if you're driving, you can grip the wheel too hard, or you can grip your pen too hard when you're writing. You can tap the keyboard with too much force. But hands can also become very busy, and you can start to fiddle with your hands or fiddle with your hair when you're stressed. Having a knot in our stomach is another thing that we commonly feel, and it's quite often that when we're stressed that our breathing gets very shallow in the top of our chest, and it can get quite fast as well. The other thing that happens when we're stressed is our emotions change, and sometimes we can feel very overwhelmed by what's happened to us. We can get into a state of panic, or we can start to freeze up and feel that we can't react at all. And that's because of the stress chemicals that our body produces, which are telling us to fight, to run, or to freeze in a state of heightened awareness whilst we evaluate what to do. We can recognise when our feelings are overwhelming us. We can actually choose to steady ourselves, and although we can't change what's happening, we can change the way that we react, and the skills we're going to learn today together are going to help you to do that. The other big tool that we have in our armoury is our imagination, and we can take off into our imagination, we can daydream, take ourselves to a place or a time when we were happy, relaxed and comfortable, and that can be a really useful way of letting the body actually calm down from anything it's feeling in the present moment. So all those techniques are reactive things too. They're things that we can do once stress has overtaken us and we've recognised it. But learning to relax is also a proactive thing. If you practice it regularly, it really gives us resilience in a time of difficulty. It helps us to learn, to concentrate, problem solve better, and it can be a real aid to sleep. Relaxation is pretty much safe for anybody, but it's never a substitute for medical treatment. So if your symptoms of stress and anxiety are severe, then you should always contact a doctor. But these techniques can be complementary to whatever treatment that you're having. If you suffer from psychotic symptoms such as hallucinations or delusions, then the visualisation part of this session, which comes at the end, may not be suitable for you. But please stay with us to enjoy the breathing and the physical part of the relaxation. Just so that we can take into account any fears and phobias that you may have, We're going to be walking in a woodland, and we're going to be sitting on a calm and relaxed horse. So during the session, just let yourself go as much as you feel able. If you start to feel your mind wander, don't berate yourself, just quietly bring yourself back to your breathing and then back into the visualization. And I'd really encourage you to use that imagination and try and take yourself there, hear the sounds, smell the smells, feel the feelings. Relaxation, physical relaxation, can sometimes allow emotions to bubble up. So don't be worried or concerned if you feel a bit giggly or a few tears come out. Quite normal, and it's just a part of the relaxation process. So please give yourself permission to thoroughly enjoy this. I'd ask you to turn off the notifications on your phone. Let's loosen any tight clothing, make sure we're comfortable and warm enough. If you have children with you, it might be a good idea if whilst they're listening, to give them some colouring to do, or a soft toy or a small piece of modelling clay to have in their hands.